guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Jimmy.
I'm Kyle.
Yeah, buddy. It's going to be on a t-shirt soon. Right, guys, as you can see, Father Christmas brought me some lovely Tyranids. So I'm hoping you guys had a wonderful Christmas, because definitely know I did. So you'll be seeing some lovely Tyranid reinforcements coming to the channel shortly. But yeah, now I've got to go build and paint all these. But first we've got a battle report to film.
Boo.
Boo. That is a shame, isn't it? Anyway, today we have Imperial Guard versus Necrons. Before we do begin, massive thank you to everybody that supports us and hit that subscribe button. So yeah, please just hit like, hit subscribe, all that good stuff. Let's go see the armies.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So, my Astra Militarum 1,750 points today. Starting with my HQ, I have a Punisher Gatling Cannon Leomund Rush Tank Commander with Heavy Bolt Sponsons, and his Warlord trait today is Grand Strategist to get me those CP back. Moving over to my second Tank Commander, we have a Battle Cannon, Heavy Bolt Sponsons, and the Relic Kurvos Aquila. Moving over to my Elite choice, we have a Power Sword Platoon Commander, just to give some orders out. Moving on to my troops, we have 3 infantry squads, all with Meltagun. Moving on to heavy support, I've got 2 units of Lasgun heavy weapon squads, and the Executioner Plasma Cannon with heavy bolter sponsons. Dedicated transport is 3 Chimeras with double heavy flamer. And then finally, we have the Baneblade Hellhammer variant with the Hellhammer cannon, the twin heavy bolters, and a demolisher cannon. My secondaries today are engage on all fronts because I believe I've got the mobility to pull that off. I've gone for grind them down because of the amount of heavy firepower I have. It is against Necrons, so it is going to be tough to get them points, but I think I can do it. And finally, we're going to deploy Scramblers. I feel like I've got the mobility to get up into his lines and then just deploy them Scramblers. Right, guys, on to the Necrons.
So, this is my 1,750 points of Mefric Necrons today. In the HQ, I have the Overlord himself. He has the Veil of Darkness and the Thrall of a Silent King Warlord trait. I have a Techromancer, I think that's the right one, I think it is, with the Cloak himself, so he's got a little bit more momentum, the movement, and all that shenanigansness. In the troop choice, I've got 20 Necron Warriors with Gorse Reaper guns. I have 10 Immortals with Tesla carbines, and I have 9 with Gorse blasters. In my elite choice, I have Satan of the Nightbringer variety. We all know what he does in this edition. He is an absolute monster. Probably need it with all these tanks going at me. And then in the fast attack slot, I have the Tomb Blades. They've all been kitted out with the Invuln and the Better Armor Save. I've totally forgotten the names of them, but I will say it in the battle. And then finally, into my heavy support slots, I have 2 Stalkers. Again, fantastic new units to the Necrons. And I have the Locust Destroyers. The original Destroyer cult, but they are back for this game. Regards to the Heavy Destroyer, we do have the new model, just not fully painted. So for this purposes, the old guy with the big gun there, he's the Heavy Destroyer, and the rest are the normal ones. In my secondaries today, I have taken engaging all fronts like Jimmy, feeling like I could probably get up there with regards to the speed of some of these Necron units. Thin their ranks, quite a safe choice with regards to the tanks and the amount of troop he's got. And I have done bring it down as well. Again, he's got, I think, has worked out 7 tanks, maybe even more. So yeah, it's going to be quite an easy one to rack up them points. Quite an aggressive secondary list for me, but we shall see. I have to weather a lot of firepower, so we'll see what we can do. So that is it. We will be back at the end of the deployment and we will start this game. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Coming at ya.
So our battlefield today, for everybody that's new here, how we use our terrain rules are everything with a base has area terrain, lovely jubbly. Everything that's taller than 5 inches has the obscuring, so this building here, this building here, this building here. We have a house rule though, where if we can see through, so like here, for example, we can shoot at the, these last cannon unit could shoot at those tomb blades over in the distance. But it is classed as a -1, so it's not clear line of sight. Same with over here at the last cannon team, could easily shoot their way through into the Immortals with Gorse over there. We've got craters, they are -2 to movement, but they will give +1 to the armor save. And then we've got only a couple of ruin walls this one. This time, this battle report, we thought to have less of a congested table, open it up a little bit, because we've got both of us have quite big gunline armies. So we just wanted to, get the carnage going, turn 1, turn 2. I think that is everything. So we will go to the roll-off. So before the roll-off, I have a preliminary, there we go, bombardment. So, I'll get some dice, and we will do that now. So my bombardment, it's 2 CP, and only does 1 mortal wound on the roll of a 6. I feel like it's mainly aimed for the Satan Shard, if I'm being honest. So, I'm definitely not going to roll a 6 on that. Anything else is just a bonus. So, we'll start over with the Canoptic Doomstalker, needing a 6. No. Then we've got the Immortals, needing a 6. No.
Satan.
The Satan, the one where we need a 6.
Hey.
Get a 6, that is 1 more wound on that Satan Shard. Lovely jubbly. The rest of the strategy I don't really care now. So Canoptic Doomstalker. Oh, that's heavily cocked. Nope. Warriors. Nope.
Cryptek.
No. Doomstalker.
Tomb Blades.
Tomb Blades, that's not Doomstalker. Yes.
Okay.
One mortal wound on them.
Cool.
The Immortals. Nope.
And then the
The
Overlord.
Lord. No.
Cool.
So,
That's actually 2 CP for knocking a wound off him is not that bad. Just a little one before we roll off. I've burnt 2 CP to put these guys in strategic reserves. Just so they don't get blasted with the board turn 1 if Jimmy gets the first roll.
Oh, and my regimental doctrines as well, I forgot to mention.
Go on them.
I've gone for expert gunners again and jury rigging repairs. So, because all these weapons are pretty much random, I get to re-roll at least one of them. And they get wounds back if I roll a 2 and a 4. It's get 1 back, 5 plus.
D3 in it.
D3. So yeah, so they're just little things we want to clear up now before we actually start. So,
roll off time.
roll off time.
Right, good luck, Jimmy.
Yeah, you're tall. Oh.
2.
Come on.
You can do this.
No, I can't.
2
Don't be
each.
silly. You'll be going first, because I don't go first anymore.
Oh.
What do I do? I take the first turn, that's what I do.
Astra Militarum, turn 1. Coming at ya.
So, under command phase, I gained a point. Now onto my movement. I have moved the Hellhammer up the board 10 inches. I've moved him up 5 to stay on the objective. Tank commander's moved on 5 as well. This guy had managed to advance 5, I think it was,
Yep,
and is
5.
now on that objective. Got these guys over here. This tank here with the platoon commander in only managed to advance 2 inches, but I think he's within 3 on that objective there. He should be. I think that's 3 inches away. And this guy has moved normally, so his Lasgun array is probably going to go into that unit of warriors. This tank commander did move full, so we'll just have his regular shots going into the unit of immortals. I'm thinking I might put the heavy bolters into the tomb blades just to weaken his movement. Las cannons, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Anyway, guys, on to Imperial Guard shooting, turn 1.
So at the start of the shooting phase, Jimmy is electing his Warlord with his Gatling cannon to shoot into the Immortals.
I will also do Gunner's Kill on sight with him as well, because it's beginning of the shooting phase. Same with the other tank commander's going to order that on himself. Yeah.
Okay,
Right,
okay.
so here we go. Hitting on 4s because we're shooting through technically dense cover, but I can see through the angles, as stated previously. So here we go. Rerolling any ones. I think there's only 1 there.
Yeah, a couple of 2s.
No, don't make a difference. Get rid of all the 2s and the 3s.
There you go.
And then Strength 5 Toughness 5 now, Immortals.
Yes.
So, falls to wound rather than 3s. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4 regular armor saves, Mr.
Okay, I'll get some dice and I'll be right back. So, looking for 3s.
Good. Well, 3...
Yeah, and then reanimations, so 5s. Got 2 6s.
Okay.
1 is down. So heavy bolters from the Warlord himself into the same target, the Immortals.
We're rolling them ones.
Here you got another one there, Jimmy.
Oh, I do. Would you say that was cocked?
Yeah, give it a roll. No.
This is anyway.
Exactly
It was
the same.
destined to be a 3.
Yeah.
Right. That will be 3.
4s this time, innit?
4s, yes, because of -1.
Just the 1.
Down. Flat 2 damage, so 2.
Is that right?
No, I think it's 1 for the wound pull if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I
so
think we
just
might have
1.
done it wrong before. So looking for 5s. Nope. Another 1 down.
Yeah, not great shooting, but it'll do.
So the heavy support, heavy weapons team. So what we're doing now then?
I'm going to put concentrated fire onto them to null the fact that they're shooting through dense cover into the Canoptic Doomstalker because they can see over half of him.
Okie dokie.
So, hitting on 4s. 1, and then it'll be 3s.
Yep. It's a 6.
Inbook. You're fine.
Yep.
Cool. Next squad, these guys will be doing the exact same but hitting on 5s. Nothing. That was terrible, right?
Have a think.
Yes, I'll have a think. So, we did this one off camera. I just fired the Lasgun arrays with this one into the warriors. Caused 1 wound, but you failed it, but then you passed your reanimation.
Okay.
So, moving on, we have the tank commander.
Yep.
Again, he has Gunners killed on sight on him. And his heavy bolters are going to go into the warriors. And the battle cannon is going to go into the Canoptic Doomstalker.
Okie dokie. What was that in? Which one first? Big gun, little guns.
Big gun. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to elect to use the stratagem Hail of Fire. It just basically allows me to not have to roll 2 dice. He gets the full 12 shots.
Okie dokie.
So, 12 shots, hitting on 3s, re-rolling the 1s. Re-roll the 1. Typical, I roll about 9 2s. 1, 2. Oh, 5 you don't have to worry about there. 2, 4, 7 hits. Wounding on 3s.
2 more drop.
Is 5, if I can do mathematics. 2. Okay, 2d3. For 6.
Very good. Nice. 6 wounds off the Stalker. So, Half-Life, Stalker, not bad shooting regarding the battle cannon. We are going now to the big guy himself. What we're doing.
I am going to put him in the other Canoptic Doomstalker because he can't see through a building, unfortunately. So,
right.
We will start with the heavy bolters, which is twin. So this is 6 shots. Hit on 4s. 2 misses. And then wounding on 5s.
Yeah.
Nothing. That was a terrible roll.
Okay.
Demolisher cannon. So D6 shots. 1.
Okay.
Hit on 4s.
Can you re-roll that?
I can re-roll it. I'll re-roll
Re-roll that.
For 1. I shouldn't have re-rolled. Hitting on 4s. Hits. Wounding on 3s. It's a 5.
Look it up. Ooh. Looking for 4 up in the front. Yep.
That's right. And now the big cannon. So 3d6. There we go. 6, 7, 8. 3. Just grab 8 separate. Hitting on 4s. And wounding on 3s. 2.
Move this one out of the way. What damage is it?
Flat 3.
Okie doke. 3 wounds down on the Stalker. So regarding the big guy himself, he didn't do particularly cracking, only taking 3 wounds off the Stalker. So he's electing the tank here to shoot everything into the Stalker again.
Yep, and we'll start with the heavy bolters. So hitting on 4s.
Yeah. That's not bad.
Wounded on 5s. Come on. Just 2.
Okie doke. Roll these 2. 1 wound down. Oh, 2 wounds. Heavy bolters now, so he's down.
7.
Yes. So
I'm going to shoot his plasma cannon into him. I'm going to elect to overcharge it, because why not? And see how many shots I get.
Middle of the
7
road.
is middle of the road. Shall I re-roll that 3 using my expert gunner? I will. For another 3.
Destined. These 3s are destined to be 3s, aren't they, today?
It's not going great. Hitting on 4s. That is a wound, so I do take 1 mortal. That's that. That's that. And wounding on 3s. That is.
That's a lot better. 3. Right. 6. 6. 6.
Get to. So not a great first turn for the Imperial Guard. Terrible shooting. Did plink a few wounds off, which isn't too bad, but I could have done with a lot more dead, especially seeing that Satan Shard is going to cut my tanks up a new one. I'm an idiot. I forgot I had deployed scramblers as my bloody secondary, so I should have got a unit out and deployed said scramblers, but there's plenty of time left to do it in the game, and I feel like I'm in a decent position for board control, kind of, so we will see. Anyway, Necrons. Turn 1.
So, just a recap of my command phase and my movement for Nironids? What's a Nironid? Necrons turn 1. So, with regards to living metal, the Satan healed himself up. He got a wound, and the Tomb Blade's got a wound. My will be done, because he's got a 12-inch aura with regards to his Warlord trait, is on to the Necron Warriors. These guys have just moved up 6-inch because of the relentless march from the Warlord. Again, still within 3 inch of the objective. The Tomb Blades have just moved their 14-inch movement straight up to eye up. They're just in range with regards to the last cannon guys to the back. These guys have advanced, so they're again getting a penalty to the hit rolls, but they get to re-roll the 1s regarding. Oh no, they get +1. Then yeah, you know what it is. Basically, it kind of knows it out. With the Cryptek, regards to his ability, he gets to heal a dynasty model within 3 inch, which this guy is, and he managed to heal another 2 wounds with him, so that's why he's now back up to 9, which is loving jubbly. The Satan, fully healed, has bombed up the board, eyeing up this poor little Chimera shaking in its tracks. And again, down here, these guys have shuffled forward, just eyeing up some of these tanks potentially, or hopefully some squishy men that are in this Chimera. I feel like that's everything to recap. It was quite a busy command phase considering, so we will just, actually, before I totally forget, I will just double check the Satan's powers, see what they do, because I've never used this guy, and we'll be right back with you. So I've just checked the Satan. He has Cosmic Fire, which is the one I've given him. With anything within 9 inch on a 4+ gets D3 mortal wounds. I did this off camera. I didn't think it was very eventful, and it certainly was because it didn't do anything. So this Chimera, I cannot speak today. Sorry guys. This Chimera fights for a little bit longer. So yeah, we'll go into the shooting phase.
Necrons starting their shooting phase. The Tomb Blades are shooting into this unit of Lasgun teams.
So they're hitting on 3s. They've got particle beamers, so they're assault 6, which is pretty mental. So we are looking at 18 hits for 3s. There's a hell of a lot of 1s there.
And a lot of 2s as well.
Oh dear.
Oh no. Oh no, not like this. Yeah, that was Baba shooting.
Wow. Strength 5, so 3s.
No, 1s and 2s will be nice. Oh god damn it.
All of them. You know what I'm saying, sir.
Go. 5 ups required. Oh, you know what?
Wow, not bad.
I am seeing under 24. Only 3 wounds lost, so that's 1 on 1 wound remaining. Ba-da-ba-dum. Immortals into this unit of last cannons. 18 shots.
Yep, so hitting on 4s because of the terrain, and 6s get me 2 more hits. So I'll just count them up. So looking for 4s. 1, 2.
3s to wound, 17 wounds to go through. That's looking like a lot of wounds.
So 13 wounds.
Cool.
That'll be a miracle.
Yep, that looks like the squad wiped. Doomstalker into the Chimera with the platoon commander in. So, D6. That is a... If that's a 6, I swear down. No, it's a 5. God damn it, Kyle.
Right. It's easy. 4s though. 2.
That's a bit better. And then 3s.
I'll come and reroll that.
You.
Yes. Strength 10. So yeah, 3s. Yep. Look at you. There's the 1.
No, straight through. D6.
D6.
2.
Wow.
Okay.
Brilliant.
Wow. Warriors into the Chimera now. So, Mr.
Yeah,
Kyle.
so my will be done's on them, but then because the advanced, obviously get the -1 +1 kind of just nulls it, so we're looking for 3s. We're going to roll 20 and then another 20 on top, because my tiny little hands will not be able to do 14 go. So looking for 3s.
13 hit from the first lot, second lot. We'll count these up.
5s. Yeah.
26 hits, wounding on 5s. And we'll get those counted up and we'll come back in a second. 8 wounds, it's -2, so needing 5s. And I'll just quickly count them up. 4 wounds lost, 4 remaining. These guys shot into the Executioner and failed to do anything. Now the Doomstalker is going to do the exact same. So, if you'd like to roll your D6, sir.
Yeah. I'll do that over a stretcher. 3.
3.
Oh, that's fine. 4s. 2. freeze. 1.
Minus redonkulous.
5 and 4, so straight through work.
Cool.
4.
Oh, cool. We'll get that removed and we'll be back in a moment.
So that is all the shooting done for the Necrons. Reasonably alright. No tanks popped, which I would have liked a few of these to be gone. Did a little bit more than Jimmy's shooting, so that's something. So charges, I am declaring the Tomb Blades into the Warlord. The Warriors into the Chimera that's holding objective number 1, and Citan into the Chimera. I will start with Citan. Watching Jimmy?
Yes, this is one where I've got to plink off at least 3 wounds in this charge phase.
Right, so
2d6 shots. I'm going to do my expert gunners.
Yep.
So 7, 2. Oops. He is toughness 7, isn't he? So this is going to be 5s. Ooh,
Fantastic.
that is 5.
Right. 4s. 3 wounds down. Max.
At least he took all 3 wounds in this, and then I will use Crush'em. I'll say this now. I will use Crush'em on this tank.
Right.
That's
Well,
it.
see. Yeah, I'm gonna say if he gets in. On 11, he's first. We'll do the moving in once we've done all these. Obviously, Overwatch is done, so he cannot do anything. I don't know what I need, but I shall roll anyway. An 8.
They should be.
I feel like they're going to be in, and then these guys probably
need a 10 or
a pretty massive one, but we'll give it a go.
No.
5, no. Okay, I'll move these guys in, and then we'll be in the fight phase. So it measures all up. The troop definitely got him. So again, I will consolidate into him once we get into the fight, and then again with him, I decided to get as close as I can to these tanks. Obviously, the objective, I would have been closer if the tank was empty, which is not. So the troop, when they jump out, they'll claim it for their own. So there's no point me. I'd rather get close to these tanks, make it a little bit easier for me later in the game. A little bit gutted about the 3 wounds, but he still has got quite a few to go. So yeah, we will get into this fight phase then. I will start with the Warriors, because why not?
So, electing to fight with the Warriors first. 13 attacks going into the Chimera.
So freeze.
There's 1, 2. No, there was 1, 2 in there. Yep.
There was 2.
Yeah, it was like over 8.
No problem. Right, 5s. 3. So it will survive.
3 up saves.
Yeah.
Dropped 1.
Okie dokie.
So that's that. I'm going to interrupt combat with a 2 CP, and then Kurv's Aquila or Grand Strategist, whichever which is which. I do not get any of them back. I will use this Chimera here, and then like I stated, I will use Crush'em for 3 attacks, hitting on 2s. No, I rolled a 1. Yeah. Needing 5s to wound. I did nothing. That was a waste of 2 CP, but it was a chance to try and get...
Can you get your CP back?
I failed. Yeah. Right, cool. We will probably end up going to this Satan Shard now. So, we will see you in a moment. My interrupted combat did nothing. So, how many attacks hit on 2s?
6.
6. 6 attacks hit on 2s, wounding on 2s.
2s. I'm going straight through. So, for 2s. All hit. Wounded on 2s. 1 dropped. And then it's D6 damage.
All for 1s.
He is well and truly dead.
Because he's now a Space Marine. Right. Does he explode? This is where I actually want him to explode.
Yeah, you want things to explode this one.
And he explodes.
Gone. What does it do?
We will have a quick look and we will see how many mortal wounds that guy takes. So the explosion goes 6 inches, which will catch this tank commander. Would you like to roll, sir?
Can do.
2. Cool. Right, now on to the Satan Shard. So here we go. For 1. I knew it'd be a 1. I just knew it. I knew it. Damn it!
So, Necron's end of turn recap. I scored 2 for engage, thanks to Satan, and obviously these two down here. Thin the ranks, obviously tallied at the end, but I got a few points from that, and I got 2 from Bring It Down, which is just the Chimera. So it's not a very high scoring turn, but it's still more than Jimmy's 0. Primaries in a relatively good place, but Jimmy is still holding more, so he will bank a little bit more than me. But yeah, still wide open. Still going to be a very hard push to the finish, but we'll see what Jimmy can do in his turn 2.
So, end of command phase, get an extra point. Yay! Right, movement. These guys have moved back up over to this objective, and I'm doing deploy scramblers with them because they are an infantry unit. Granted, it takes away my Lasgun fire, but that's fine. These guys still stuck in combat. And then I have moved up with this Chimera. This guy stayed put for now. This guy stayed put, and this one has bombed up the lines. Because I was on this objective and this objective, I did score 10 on the primary. So, let's see if I can do anything else, shall I? On to my shooting.
So Jimmy is electing to use the big, nasty big boy. See what he can do this turn. So as far, if I'm correct, heavy bolters and the demolisher cannon into the immortals.
Yep.
And then
the big cannon. Oh, I forget, he's got an auto cannon as well on the side next to the big cannon.
Yeah.
Which I forgot to use last turn.
And then we'll see what the auto cannon's going to do. But the biggest of the biggest cannon into the stalker.
The auto cannon could go into the stalker as well.
Okie dokie.
Cool. Right, starting with the demolisher cannon, it'll be 3 shots because there's more than 5 people. So hitting on 4s. Not with them, they're shooting. Then heavy bolters.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 miss. Wounding on
4s.
4s, yeah.
3 and a 1 and a 2. Absolutely nothing.
Okay.
And
Well,
immortals are staying immortal. So
I'll do auto cannon first.
Mm-hmm.
1 hit. 1 wound.
We'll see what I get. Yeah.
4, and then finally the big cannon. This is where I need to
Hit the hardest.
I like expert gunners this one.
Yeah,
6,
that's a bit more like it.
Right, I'll just get the dice and then we'll be right back.
Yeah, go.
So hitting on 4s. All non-hits. This was terrible.
Okay.
Wounded on 3s at least.
Yes.
Watch all the 1s and 2s, ladies and gentlemen. No,
Just the 1. Just the 1, 2.
Just the 1. Cool. So that is 6 invuln saves to take.
Grab these dice. Right. Ooh, I've failed, I'm basically past 1. What damage is it?
Flat 3.
Yeah. Goodbye, Stalker.
Does he explode?
Yes. Yeah.
No,
he does not. But that is 1 Stalker down. So off camera, we use the torches of the Imperium, the rifles, whatever they're called. I'm going to say las cannons then. Las cannons into the Satan, and he didn't do anything. So Jimmy has elected the battle cannon into this Doomstalker down here. He's burnt 2 CP to do what exactly?
Hail of fire again, so he's shooting 12 shots.
Yeah.
He was ordering gunners kill on sight, whatever it is, reroll 1s.
Yeah.
So the hitting on 3s, rerolling the 1s.
Brilliant. Cool.
Right then, let's go.
2 cheeky 2s there. 2 drop.
That's fine.
Alright.
And then it is, I believe, strength 8 against toughness 7?
6 or 7, so it's still freeze.
No. How dare you miss?
So
And that is 6 wounds again.
right, roll a little bit better than last time, hopefully. Not particularly better. 4. Is it D3?
D3 each. How many wounds is he on?
It's on full, so you need.
It's on full?
Yeah.
That's on full. He took 6 wounds last turn, didn't he?
Oh no, he's on 9. He's on 9. He's on 9. He's on 9.
I was like, where's he gone?
Wait, how many wounds did you take off him?
6 last turn, and you healed 3.
Yeah. It's on 9.
So
He's on 9. He's on 9.
So I could do with all these being at least 3 to kill him.
Yeah, basically.
That is 6, 7, 8, 9. He's dead.
Oh,
Does he explode?
Nope. He does not. 2 stalkers down. So this tank here is plasma cannon into the Satan, and then the heavy bolters into the immortals down here.
Cool. Right then, let's go 2d6 then. Let's see what I'll do here. Well,
nice.
For 12, that'll do. Doesn't make a difference, you can only lose 3 wounds, but it's 4, 6, and that's 6 again, it's 12. Hitting on 4s. Oh my god. I think I only hit with 3.
Nasty.
Wounding on 4s. At least all wound though.
Right, so looking for 4s. It failed 1.
Yeah, 1 wound.
So he's down to 4.
Cool. And then heavy bolters. 3.
Yeah.
6. Cool. Into the immortals. Hitting on 4s.
So 4 hit. 4s.
4s again. 3 at -1.
Just the 1. And then 5 or 6. Nope. 1 is down. Boop. Boop.
Cool. Right, give us a think and we'll think of what to do next.
Okie dokie. So this Chimera is flaming what?
He's going to put his flamers into the Satan because I can take another 2 wounds off him this phase. The last Gunnery we did off camera into the Cryptek failed to do anything. So, 2d6 shots. 3.
Yeah, chance it gone.
It
6.
was worth it. It was worth the chance. 2.
Yeah, go.
Needing 5s to wound. I have to think about that then. Just 2. So the 2 that you can potentially lose this turn.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. I see how it is. Moving on.
Combat shooting.
Yep, the flamer going into the troopers. The Cooper troopers. I will reroll a 2. For a 6, that's 12. 2, 4, 6.
Oh, his luck with his double tap.
Wounding on strength 5, 3s. 2, it's 5.
So looking for 5s. Right, 4 drop. Looking for 5 and 6s. 3 down. 3 I did. So final one is the Gatling and the heavy bolters, and obviously with the guards, he can shoot twice into the tomb blades. So we will do this off camera because there's a lot of dice to roll, but we will see if these tomb blades survive. And they survived. So he took 2 out, reanimation with the Gatling, and I managed to bring back. I got 3 5s and 1 4. Annoyingly, I could have brought them all back. And his heavy bolters managed to do anything. So I'm massively happy with that. So that is the shooting done. I think Jimmy's quite happy with that, I guess. 2 stalkers are down.
2 stalkers down. Yeah, I can live with it.
Any charging?
Let me think.
Okie doke. Jimmy has decided to charge. He got a bit giddy with his charging roll before I recapped, but he's charging the guard into the mightiest of warriors, the Satan.
Yeah, come with me, boy.
See what these little geezers can do.
Cool. Right then. Hitting on 4s. It's not good, Mr. Men of Imperium. and then 6s.
That's great, just from
They've gone everywhere.
by his impression, nothing.
No.
Right, I will decide to attack with these guys next.
Cool.
I'll get some dice and do off camera. Yeah,
Yeah, do it off camera.
we'll do off camera.
Satan Shard now. Oh, by the way, nothing happened over here. Satan Shard now hitting into these men, getting 12 attacks if I'm correct.
Yeah, doing the Reaping Sweep, I think it's called. So it gets double attacks, so it's on 12. So it's hitting on 2s. That is good for you. Wow.
I told you, mate, you'd roll loads of ones. And now you're going to roll loads more ones.
Yeah, all these ones and 5 dead.
5 dead. 5 dead. What? But how? How can this be? They have flak armour. So, end of Imperial Guard turn 2. Scored 10 on the primary, and so far I'm in 3 table quarters because we believe he's out by the smallest of margins.
Yeah.
So, that is 2 for that. Deploy Scramblers has been basically started in my deployment zone. Now we just got to do it in the middle and in your deployment zone. And then my other wonderful, great secondary of Grind 'em Down. I've got 2 with Doom Stalkers. So, well, you're going to get an easy kill there. So that's at least 1. Yeah, guys. Is it good? Is it bad? Is there hope for the Imperium? We will find out after the Necrons turn 2.
So just a recap of my movement and command phase. My will be done is being deployed on these immortals, which have anchored down with the Warlord, defending this objective. The destroyers are bombed up. I played pretty defensively over these. These are not as good as they used to be, but I thought stay on this side, kind of clear this and press along to the right. The Tomb Blades have bombed up the board. Iron up these Lasgun guys, get rid of these. Looking central, the Cryptek has advanced 6 inches to get a massive 16 to get to his fellow warriors. Hopefully getting rid of that tank once and for all. Satan, annoyingly, is locked in mortal combat with this lone guardsman. So we'll see what happens with that. And then again, the immortals are just anchored down on this objective, just trying to score. I scored 15 because I've got 1, 2, and then the third here. So 15 in the primary is pretty huge. Hopefully I can pop some tanks and score net some more points. Extend my slight lead that I've got right now. So yeah, we will see. But before I forget, we will be going into Satan's, I'm going to say psychic, Satan's cosmic powers. I'm burning 1 CP so he can get a random one. But I will just have a think about which Satan power I'm going to use, because he's got his default one, and then obviously the one I've picked, and then we will do the random one on camera as well.
Satan powers Cosmic Fire.
Yep.
Yep.
So anything with a 9 inch, so it's this tank, the little geezer, and the Chimera. On a 4+, it's D3 mortal wounds. So we'll do Chimera. 6, and then it suffers 1 mortal wound.
Cool.
Geezer.
No.
Nope. Wait, let me just see. No, let's re-roll that since you did before. Right, I'll roll here. Oh my god. Right. Yes. He's dead regardless. So that's out of combat. And then the tank. And a 3, no. So 1 wound off the Chimera, the geezer's dead. And then I roll on the chart to see what random power, I've built 1 CB for it. A 3, I'll just consult the chart and we'll be right back.
Sky of Falling Stars was the power.
Unfortunately, it works on multi-units, so because everything around me is a 1 unit thing, No go.
The joys of tanks, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Anyway, on to what I imagine will be a strong shooting phase. So, let's head there right now. So we're halfway through the shooting phase of the Necrons. As you can see, these guys here are wiped out. I think that's all you've done though, hasn't it?
Well, Clint to how we're going to do it, because he's got so many, we're going to up it so he's not on 2, he's lost 2, just to make life easy.
So yeah, he's lost 2 wounds over there. I think that's about it. But now we're going to go Tesla Immortals into the tank commander.
Yeah, so I'm going to use their Mefric Stratagem talent for Annihilation. I think it's wounds of 6 are mortal wounds on top of it. And obviously it's half range. The Mefric AP bumps up, and obviously
gives it an AP.
Yeah, and then 6s are exploding as well.
Cool. 18 shots then?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's roll it.
Oh, Meta will be done on them. I said it earlier, but just emphasising it. It's looking for 2s.
So, great roll there. So, go on then to wound. I think you hit 26 times.
24, 26. It's right, whatever's in this. Little tiny hands. So yeah, with the stratagem, 6 is a mortal wound on top of normal damage. So we're looking for 5s. Just a 1.
So 1, 6.
1. So not best.
Just 2 more. That's it.
So 1 mortal wound off, and then you are looking at 6.
4s required, 6 of them. So I have lost another 3 wounds. Extermination protocols now. So 9 shots from these guys here going into said tank. Hitting on 3s. Rerolling the 1s and then rerolling the wounds.
Right, drops the 1.
And then it should be 5s, I think, this one.
Yeah.
Good thing you're rerolling.
Wow, not a single 5 or 6.
3, and they all go through, so D3. Could kill it here. I think you have.
Yep, 8.
Yep, cool.
That's what I needed.
Does he explode? He does not. Not far off though. D6.
Just ignore him chirping to him then. So, we got the tank going down, that's netted a few more points, so we've bring it down. So, with regards to what chargings I am going to do, Satan into the battle cannon Lehman Russ. The Immortals, my plan is to charge the big geezer himself to try and shut him down a little. And then the Cryptech, with regards to his lovely... actually, scrap that. He's advanced, therefore he can't charge. So he will not be charging. So it's just these 2 over here. Putting Jimmy in a tough spot. Does he shoot the Satan? Or does he wipe out the Immortals? We shall see. So, Satan is going to charge first. Are you overwatching?
I am, and I'm going to do defensive gunners. So I overwatch on a 5 rather than a 6.
Okie dokie. We'll get some dice and we'll be right back. So, 2 CP burn. He didn't get the Aquila off or anything like that, so it's 2 burnt through. So go on then, see what we can get.
3.
Ooh, middle of the road.
Reroll it.
Yeah.
There we go. That not defensive gunners, expert gunners comes in handy. So, hitting on 5s.
Not bad.
There we go. Wounded on 3s. That's what I like to see.
Right, let me get the dice. Ooh, wobbly wobbly. Sorry guys. And then looking for 4s. Fine.
You're son of a...
Heavy bolters.
So the bolters hit on 5s. Roll that horribly cocked home. Didn't make much of a difference on that one. And then wounded on 5s. 1 wound, -1. Nope.
Fine again.
God damn it!
And then I get a 10.
Where do you want to go? Just in front?
I'll have a think. Right, and then it is these geezers over here. Yeah. Right, I'll move these guys off camera and then be back in the fight phase, sorry. So with the Satan moved him, the Immortal moved him. I'm not sure why I didn't actually think about this earlier, because he just moved like, boop. So, 6 attacks. Hitting on 2s. Failing with 2.
Winning on 3.
Yeah.
2. Still enough. Goes through.
I'm going to command reroll that.
You.
Oh, do you know?
Do I get that command back? I do! Cheers, bro.
And then it is...
2d6.
Roll that again. For 7.
Okay, I can live with that.
Ugh. So, 16 attacks on the Immortals on the Baneblades. So, looking for 3s. Right. 6s though, unfortunately. Okay, that is 3, sir.
3 3-ups. I will drop 2 here. Are you ready? Oh, I dropped 1. Okay, I can live with that.
1 wound off it. That's fine. Baneblade to attack?
Well, I get to pick. Yes, I will. I will use the stratagem Crush It. So for ACP, 9 attacks. Right, using the stratagem Crush It, I get 9 attacks. So
9 attacks?
Mate, it's a mega Baneblade of... It's a Beyblade.
Beyblade. Go on.
Yeah, Japanese anime aside. Let's hit you on 2s. That's what I like to see.
So a Satan who's the god of death cannot... It misses on 2 of his attacks or whatever, but a tank can...
Whoa, no, we've already established this is a Beyblade.
Sorry, my apologies.
3's to wound because it is strength 9. That's what I was hoping.
9.
Strength 9 with 9 attacks, mate. You know, it's better than the stand.
Mortarian, base 8. Beyblade, 9. Whatever.
That means it's 3s. See, I rolled 2 2s there and a 1.
Right.
By the way, no, it doesn't get rerolls.
Normal armor saves, yeah?
2, 4, 6, yeah. That's 3 down. 3 reanimation protocols.
1 dead.
1 dead. See, you were complaining and only 1 dead.
Nasty Beyblade. So, Necron's turn 2. Bit of a mixed bag. Some really good stuff, some really not so. Satan really should have popped that tank, but it is what it is. This Chimera is still persistently staying around. But finishing off these Warlord was quite a nice little addition. Didn't exactly expect it, but that was good. I scored 15 on the primary, 3 on gauge all fronts, Satan there, and then the 2 blades on that side. And then I scored 3 for Bring It Down for the Warlord himself, and then some points for Thin the Ranks as well. So yeah, slight lead, nothing that Jimmy can't catch up like. So we shall see what he can do in his turn 3.
So, Imperial Guard turn 3. Only scored 1. This one here. Got my command point back, and then as you can see, I have moved in some places. This side of the board is totally lost to me now, unfortunately. There's nothing I can do here. So, I'm planning on moving this side of the board, defeating what's on here, and then pushing up. That is my plan for these next few turns. So to begin, disembark these guys, got them in there, deploying scramblers. This guy's up here, ready to flame them. Because he's a Titanic unit, he's been able to back up, and he's just going to shoot everything into these guys as well, get them dead. Then it's just this Satan Shard. He's got 4 wounds left, annoyingly, because he was able to take a wound off in combat last turn. So I'm not going to get him killed. It's a shame I don't have anything that can take away a mortal wound in a different phase, but hey hell. So, that is my movement. On to my shooting. Oh, where the hell's he gone? What the hell? He's disappeared. That's what happens when you got a dog. You gotta take it for a walk. Just done this one off camera. Nothing done. Oh no, yeah, nothing. I rolled a 2 for my heavy flamers. With my expert gunners, I re-rolled and got a 2. So I had 3 shots and I only wounded with 1. And then this guy here failed his save but passes your animation protocol. We've got a dog just there. Meanwhile, like I stated in the last one, the last phase, I am going to shoot this Chimera into these guys first, and then potentially this into them as well. But let's see what the Chimera can do first. So 2d6. Oh no, I'll reroll the 1.
Yeah. What's happened with your luck? With you?
The expert gunners have died.
Yeah.
They've been killed. Oh, just 1.
Oh, we'll use his dirty dice. I don't know.
You passed.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Not that dirty, are they?
They're my friends.
Just click it.
Maybe overkill with this big guy, but he's shooting everything into the immortals. I think the reason is he can't actually physically do anything because they're all out of range or out of sight. And then obviously the only thing that's not in combat is the geezer there, but he's a character and he cannot be shot. So yeah, go for it.
Right then, so heavy ballers first, hitting on 4s. What in this type of shooting? God. And then wounding on 4s. No.
Okay.
Demolisher cannon. Oh, hang on. You're over 5.
Is it blast?
It is.
Yeah, it's solid 3 shots then, isn't it?
Yep.
So no point in that.
4s. 2. And then strength 10, so 2s. 2 at -3.
So
6s.
Yeah.
No.
Nope, I wish it.
Oh
wait.
1 dead. 1 technically
dead. One's died.
And then big gun. So that'll be a minimum of 3.
Do you not want to reroll?
I'll reroll that one. Why not? 5. Okay. So that one was 3. That one is 3. And this one here is 5. Hitting on 4s. Why, man? Oh, that's terrible. Wounding on 2s. 3 at -4, so you don't even get an armour.
So it's basically
Reanimation.
Yeah. So 2 more down. So I lost 4 in total in that squad. So 4 down. I believe there's 4 left. Fun times for the big guy. Oh.
7. Reroll that one. Oh yeah, shooting executioner into the Satan. So I've rolled a 7, so I'll keep the 5. And I'll take the 4. So that is 9 total. That's 3. That's 9 shots there. Hitting him on 4s. Oh my days.
What is happening to your guys
I
today?
do not know. These dice are going on eBay. Everything's going on eBay. Wounding you on 4s. 2.
Nope.
I should lose 2 wounds. And then heavy bolts.
Was it just damage 1?
Damage 1, yeah.
Ah,
So
okay.
I didn't overwatch.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Overwatch, overcharge. So hitting on 4s again. Oh, lord.
It's not too bad.
And then wounded on 5s. Okay, at least there's 2 there.
Nope.
Okay, so he did lose all of his wounds that he needed to lose.
Right, so the Satan is on 1 wound. Everything shot?
Shot, cannot shoot, shot. So end of shooting phase, not too bad. I really wanted to wipe those guys out over there, but the Baneblade can, or the Hellhammer can charge them to Immortals over yonder. Great shooting against the Satan Shard. Out of the 3 wounds, really caused on him, he dropped him, so that's perfect. The only issue is, what do I charge him with? Is it worth charging, or shall I try and knack him on Overwatch? It's probably the way it's going to have to go. This is just holding out a little bit longer, which is great. Like I said, in my movement, this side of the board is just totally lost on me, so why bother with it? Right then, on to the charge phase. So charging, here we go. 10, I think I may be in. Right, I think that's it for charges. Because I don't. No, I do not charge that guy. I do not charge because that would be a bad idea. So he's made it in, and full enough I have measured, he is just 3 inches away. He is 3 inches within the number 6, so if we can kill these two, at least he's scoring. So 9 attacks, using the stratagem crush him, hitting on 2s. Which I think is all but 1. And then finally wounding you on 2s. No, 3, sorry. That is 7.
7 normal armor saves, yeah?
7 regular armor saves. Oh, hang on. No, -2, the adamantium tracks. I forgot about that. So
no,
5.
Sorry. Nope. And then
Squad wiped. You don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, squad wiped.
Cool. Squad wiped. No reanimation protocols. That is this side of the board nearly secure. Maybe I need to go after this guy with him. Anyway, let's go on to the rest of the fight phase.
2.
Hang on.
What?
So, off-camera fight there, no wounds delivered by either side. So, at the end of the fight phase, we will come back with a recap of turn 3 for the Imperial Guard. So, end of Imperial Guard turn 3. I only scored 7 points this turn, which isn't great on the surface, but has set me up nicely because I'm still holding this one here. I've now moved that guy onto there, and this guy is within 3 inches of that objective there. So, that allows me to deny the one that is on here and the one that's on there for scoring 15 next turn. So, with any luck, we can start turning this around, get this Satan Shard dead next turn, maybe in turn 4, start pushing up, scoring them extra points. It's just this combat here in the middle which is proving a problem. Once that Chimera has been blown up and the men emergency disembarked, then the fight can carry on quite nicely. Anyway, on to Necrons, turn 3.
So Necrons turn 3 movement and command phase recap. The Immortals and the Overlord have walked out of the ruins, eyeing up the squishy Guardsman over there. My will be done has been placed on them. The Destroyers have shuffled forward, making sure they're still holding this objective. The Tomb Blades have bombed up to this one to anchor that one down. These guys stayed put. The endless battle that is happening. And Satan has just moved around, pretty much centralised between the 4 tanks right here. So he has a bit of a chance of which one would you rather go for. Yeah, we'll see what we can do with this shooting phase. Obviously, before that, the Satan Shard needs to do his Satan powers. But a really good shooting phase might edge me to victory. But we shall see. We'll be back in a second with the Satan powers. We'll do Cosmic Fire first. So anything with 9 inch, which is them.
Cosmic Fire, everything in 9 inches here. We might take some mortal wounds. So, would you like to roll your dice, sir?
Start with Geezer up here.
Executioner. Right, go on.
Nope.
Nope.
The Beyblade.
The Beyblade, as it's now become.
I don't know.
That's definitely Conch.
Yep. D3.
D3?
Oh, it's Titanic. I don't know. Oh, no. Just one.
Just the one.
I'll do this for you, sir.
And then are we going over to the Chimera?
See?
Ooh.
Yep. D3.
For 2?
2.
Cool.
Then,
I'll stick some dice on in a second. And then finally Tank Commander.
Yep.
And then
just
for 1. Cool. Right, we'll get that sorted.
So the second one, Gaze of Death into the tank commander. I've been sneaky. He's 7 inches away, so if he blows up, no mortal wounds. I've learned my lesson. So Gaze of Death, 3d6. On any 4s, it suffers d3 mortal wounds. 2, and then looking for big numbers here.
Oh, 5. That's exactly what's left. Cool. Does he explode? Because that might be 6 inches. So
It's
see.
really not, but...
No, doesn't he? It doesn't explode. You had no reason to worry. So, a quick recap of the shoot in this phase. The destroyers put their fire into, well, the main big gun went into this guy, took off 5 wounds, I think it was.
Yeah, so the heavy locust popped him.
And then here we had the regular destroyers fire everything into there, killing 8 of them. Yeah. Now we are doing the Tesla into, is it going into the Chimera?
Yes, please.
Cool.
I'm all doing a stratagem, the talent for annihilation again, for 1 CP, the Methric one, which basically means wounds are 6, mortal wounds are top.
Yep.
I thought, 3 wounds left, try and let's get rid of him. Why the hell not?
Cool.
So, hit on 2s. Yep, so 2 drop. Ah.
6s. 2 exploded there, so, oh god, really shaky cam. Hang on, I'll start again. 2 exploded, so, and then plenty of others hit, so let's see how many wounds are delivered.
Looking for 5s and then 6s immortals.
It's gone.
Destroyed with mortals alone.
Does he blow up? Oh, and he will be in range of that. So, actually, I might see if there is a stratagem where you can blow a tank up. I don't think there is.
Might be a hellhound if you can. We'll have a look.
Yeah, we'll have a quick gander. So unfortunately, no stratagem to let me auto blow this up. So can I kill this by rolling a 6? Here we go. I did roll a 6. He does explode. D3 mortal wounds. For 6, for 3. He is out of here. Bye bye.
Does he explode?
Oh, does he explode? Yes. Oh no. Let's see what he does. So, he blows up on a 4. He blew up. This guy was out of range. This guy was out of range. The big threat has gone, and it has cost me at least 2 tanks and almost a unit of guardsmen over here. But, that being said, we move on to combat. So in the charge phase, he charged from there to there. Rolled a 7. He is in. Would you like to do his 1 attack?
1 attack.
Woo!
Hitting on freeze.
Oh.
Moving on.
Moving on.
You go first.
Yeah. We'll do it off camera because I don't think anything exciting is going to happen. No. This is where I kill 3 guys. You blow it up. The guys emergency disembark, and then 3 more are killed from the explosion. That's probably what's going to happen, but I reckon no wounds are going to be lost. So let's see what does happen. So, as predicted, it lost a wound to the Chimera, but all the warriors have so far lived. So, I think that is the end of your turn 3. Would you like to come back with a recap, sir?
Certainly would.
Jolly good. We'll be with you in a minute.
So I scored a grand total of 15 that turn, 10 for the primary and 5 for bring it down. Annoyingly, the Satan being destroyed loses me some area engaging all fronts, which is a little bit rubbish. Fin the ranks obviously ongoing. I clawed a few points from that, so that's totally fine. Feeling pretty good. Yeah, the Beyblade's still there, but I still have things on the board. I have a lead. How long the lead's going to last is another story, but we shall see what I can do. But first, Jimmy's turn 4. See what the Beyblade does that turn.
Imperial Guard turn 4. This guy was previously on here, scoring me 10 points altogether. He's healed a wound. He's healed a wound. Oh, I've got to do him. No, he doesn't heal a wound, so he's on 2. Let's see, where else are we at? They've moved around now. Like a freaking idiot, I put deploy scramblers here thinking I was in your deployment zone. Turns out I wasn't in the deployment zone, and I was too close to the deployment zone for it to count as in the middle of the board. So those guys have gone over there to deploy scramblers. Now what I need is this to be destroyed next turn. My guys jump out, deploy scramblers in the middle of the board. And that's the only way I'm going to get deploy scramblers this game, scoring me 10 points. It's turning into a nightmare. But I might only have 3 tanks left on the board out of 7. And a whole unit of guys in there just chilling, as you do. But then again, the Necrons are very, very, very thin on the ground as well. Apart from in here, but that's just a cluster. Yeah. So, I'm rambling. I'm trying to plan what to do. We'll go to the shooting phase. So my shooting phase. Executioner cannon, I am burning 2 CP. Do I get any of them CP back? I do. I get a CP back because I can't gain more than 1. So I'm on 3 CP now. I'm doing Hail of Fire to get this guy maximum shots into these guys here. They are within 36-inch range. I am electing to overcharge it as well. So any 1s is a mortal wound. So here we go.
So looking for 5s.
Yep. Shooting through cover and all that. Oh.
2 mortal wounds there.
2 mortal wounds and only 2 hits. That is not good.
Still enough to wipe them though.
Yeah, but 3 is required. Oh, heavily cocked. 2, if you fail these 2, the squad is wiped. 1 is dead.
Does he come back?
Hang on, I've got my heavy bolters to fire.
It's a different gun though, innit? Or is it?
Same unit. It's at the end, I believe. But every time a unit's fired, I think it is.
Okay.
We'll double check, but I'm pretty sure it is. On 4s.
So we checked, just to double check to make sure we are correct. And yeah, it's all the shots of the individual unit, which obviously the tank is. So he has got his heavy bolters to go. Yep.
So here we go. Hit on 5s. That's a little bit better. That's at least 4.
Yes.
And then we are wounding on 4s. 1.
It's enough though. 4 up. Yep. And then I get to see if he comes back. No, he does not. That is 1 Tomb Blade standing.
Okay, that's changed things up a bit.
So desperate times mean desperate measures.
Yeah. The twin heavy bolters are going to go into this guy here. So it's only 6 shots this time. That is 6, yes.
Still 5s though, thank goodness.
Still 5s, yes. Annoyingly.
Ooh, nice.
3 6s. 3 4s would be nice here. 2 4s, here we go. At least he's dead. Just die. Just die. Don't command reroll. Don't do it.
You know what? I'm going to do it.
Please fail. Please fail.
Nope. Sorry, mate.
Don't get a command point back.
You can't. You've already got one this turn. Sorry to upset you. So is yeah. Smug face if you could see it. He survived. So Jimmy is a little bit frustrated, so I will not go to him because he'll probably start ranting at the screen. So he's using his 2 big guns, the Demolish Cannon and the Beyblade spinning disc. I'm going to wind everyone up with this. It's not even it's not a Baneblade, it's
a Hellhammer.
Hellhammer, and we still managed to call it a Beyblade.
He has become the Beyblade. He is... What is the main Beyblade? Is it called Dragoon?
Yeah.
Dragoon. He is now... He's called Dragoon.
Some people will be like, what?
Yeah. some people will be like, oh, and then other people will be like, oh mate, you remember when we used to have them? We used to stand there and do this.
Yeah, but they weren't even that good. In
Oh,
in
no,
TV, they were amazing, but like in the game, like real life, they just survived 3 seconds and just went blur, blur. Anyway, back to Warhammer. You know what we're playing. So, which first? The
If you hang on,
Oh,
up here. If you liked Beyblade, put I loved Beyblade in the comments. Yeah.
yeah.
Dragoon for life, yo.
Dragoon for life, brilliant.
Dragoon for life.
Right, go on.
Dragoon for life in the comments. Right.
Sorry, guys.
3d6 going into the destroyers. Ooh, look at that.
Cheeky.
There we go. Ooh. I'm not even going to re-roll that.
Nah.
I like that. Right, we'll just grab all them dice and we'll be back in a second. So.
Yeah.
14 shots. Hitting on. 4s. We said this off camera and I've forgotten. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. What the? How? Come on. Windy on 2s. Oh, it's cold. Hey, 3 at -4. And you don't have an invuln. Flat 3 damage. That's all 3 of them dead.
Unless I do heavy.
Yeah, you could.
I'll do. You know what? I'll get rid of the heavy. So that's
2 gone.
And then.
Another one.
Yep. So it's down to 2 strikes.
And then.
Are you not shooting with the other gun?
Yeah, but that's going into.
Oh, fair enough. Right. So I need 7 wounds. Nobody is back. Correct.
Nobody is back.
2 destroyers. Down.
So off camera for the demolisher cannon. For some reason, 9th edition codexes or 8th edition codexes really don't work in 9th edition, especially when, for quick reference, you go back and a demolisher cannon says D3, and then you look at the rules now and the D6, and you're like.
Yeah, it's tough, especially in 9th edition. You've kind of got all crammed into a new nice book, and then 8th you've got the rule book and all the old codexes, and then Psychic Awakening books and whatnots. But yeah.
So the heavy, no, it's not heavy. It's demolisher cannon. There we go. I rolled a 1 initially. Expert gunners allowed me to roll a 5.
Mm-hmm.
He would have got minimum of 3 anyway. So hitting on 4s.
Yeah.
Doesn't make a difference. I missed anyway. And nope, didn't. Strength 10, couldn't even win.
Yeah.
Okay, Baneblade is staying at home.
eBay, yeah.
eBay.
It's off on eBay, guys.
It's off on eBay. So, end of shooting. Poor, very poor. Couldn't even kill 2 Tomb Blades. This guy's shot, at least he took out 2 destroyers. Gutted they didn't do anything on those immortals. So we are probably going to. I forgot the word for it now. Skim past the fight phase. We're going to do it off camera and do it in a wrap up. So we'll be back in a moment with potentially the turn wrap up actually, because I don't think this is going to be that interesting. But saying that, this is where it explodes, kills everybody, and everything goes on this. But a madman is right once a day, or is it a broken clock is right 2 times a day? Something!
What were you panning then? Just like looking at what?
I don't know, I was up here, wasn't I?
Yeah,
Captain Morgan's bloody...
pirate cap.
Pirate cap. Right, anyway, we will see you in the fight phase.
Go off.
It's not gonna. So, this turn is at an end. Turn 4, and what a crappy turn it has been. Quick recap, I scored 12 points. I don't even know my final total. Oh yeah, that died, and these guys jumped out, but nobody cares about that. Oh, I lost like 4 in that unit as well. So there is the platoon commander in there, hence why he's making up the numbers. But these guys are just going to reaper them off the table anyway next turn. So it doesn't make much of a difference. Right, guys, I scored 12. He's probably going to do really well this turn and kill everything, even though that's got like 50 wounds left. But we will see. We will see. He's about to score 15. Lovely jubbly. Right, we'll pass you over to Mr. Kyle for his turn 4.
So a recap of my movement for the Necrons. I've clumped these together on this objective, anchoring them down. Tomb Blades stayed put on the objective. The destroyers have shuffled into the ruins, still within 3 inches of the objective, but a little bit more cover, and ideally away from the tanks. The Overlord and the Immortals have moved forward again, eyeing up some more targets. Feeling pretty confident. Scored 15 on the primary. Nearly maxed out, so turn 5 should max me out on them. So again, my will be done on the Immortals. The Cryptek with his cloak has rezzed. Well, it's D3 warriors, but because we're 19, back up to full health, so there was no point rerolling it. So yeah, we will probably do shooting off camera. Not sure there'll be a great deal left of the swishy men, but I feel like the tanks will probably survive. So we'll do the volleys of shots off camera, and then we'll do a little recap of it in a jiffy. So, as we said, shooting off camera. Due to the fact he's a character, I had to shoot, and how I played it with the shooting was pretty bad for my part, so he survived. But the units both here and here are no more, bagging me some more thinner ranks, which basically kills off scramblers. So despite him being an infantry unit, as Jimmy said off camera just a second ago, he's a character, so therefore he's not allowed to do it. So unfortunately, the 10 points for the secondary is no more. It's a little bit tedious and a bit rubbish for Jimmy. So I only scored 15 that turn, just for my primaries. Played very defensively. I could have probably bombed the destroyers, maybe up the side of the board, nabbing me another 2. But I thought, play it safe is probably the best way to be for now, to make sure I seal the deal. Again, and bring it down. Obviously, the 2 tanks stands firm, so I'm not sure how that's going to go down, but I scored 0 on bring it down. So yeah, fairly short, sweet term. Not very eventful, unfortunately, guys. So we will come back to you in Jimmy's turn 5 and see what these 2 nasty tanks can do.
So my turn 5, I've already done my movement and stuff, but I've got 1 command point back at the end of the command phase. These guys here, still more or less on the objectives anyway, so I was scored 10. This platoon commander has moved up because, well, what I'm thinking is, if I can kill him and then shoot everything from these into here, then again it doesn't matter because you've got a character there. I was thinking knock you off that objective, then you're only scoring 5. But that's probably not going to happen anyway with how I've been shooting, so I won't worry about it too much. Shooting phase and fight phase we're going to do off camera. Just going to do a quick recap, so we'll be back at the end of the turn.
So both tanks shot all the volleys into the warriors. He managed to take out around about 17, but with reanimation I rolled magnificently just to add salt to Jimmy's wounds. So you can do the maths by counting them with your fingers, I'm sure. So I'm definitely secure on that objective. The platoon commander, Jimmy said he's never used it, so he's just rereading the rules right now. He lost a wound with Overwatch. I thought, why not, for the sake of this end of the turn. And the command points I've got, so Clinton wound, and he definitely got him. So that is literally what's going to be happening. So yeah, go for it.
Might as well do this on camera.
Yeah.
So he'll be hitting on freeze. He'll become strength 4.
Wow.
So he's still winded on 5.
He's a marine. He's literally a space marine.
Space marine, apart from his strength and toughness. Well, his strength's gone up to 4, I suppose.
Yeah.
So hitting on freeze, because I don't think your hard to hit works in combat.
No, I don't think so.
So hit on 3s. Great. Look at them 2s. Go away. Doesn't matter now. Wounds.
Is he just damage 1?
Damage 1, yeah. I need at least 2. Yeah, it goes through though.
And then...
Your attack's back.
Yeah. Actually, don't know what they do in combat, so let me quickly roll. Read and roll. Read and roll. 1 attack. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. Yes.
5s. No. He's down to 1 wound. And alas, that brings my... Where's the 1? There it is. Brings my turn to an end. We'll not do a turn wrap up here. We will go straight into Necron's turn 5.
Sounds good. So, the end turn for the Necrons. Anchored down here. The destroyers have left their posts. But before nabbing 15, probably don't get 15. But I've definitely maxed out in the primaries. Anchored down here still. I've used the Endless March, I believe it's called, which basically means I can do the reanimation the Technomancer has twice. So I get to roll 2d3s, and I managed to get 5 and 6, so I resed 6 warriors. So they're near enough full strength again. And yeah, we guards over here, trying to get engaged on all fronts. I advanced both of them, getting a 4 and a 3. So again, we'll measure it up at the end of the turn, but I'm fairly sure they're in that table quarter. We will do shooting off camera. Probably do this fight on camera just the fun of it, since it'll wrap up the game nicely. And then we will be back with a recap of the whole shenanigans. So yeah, we'll do shooting off camera, guys, and then we'll be back in the fight phase. As semi-predicted, nothing really happened, so it saves you guys a little bit of time. So we'll go into the final fight, the ultimate showdown. Sod the Satan and the Hellhound. It's all about these two geezers. So Jimmy, will you do the honours of attacking first, please?
Why not, why not indulge? Hitting on 3s. Does it matter?
Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yep, he's fine. And then...
What? On a -3 with a power source?
Oh, what? Oh. Right.
He's not fine. Take your fine and shove it up your fine.
Well, and then finally...
Don't kill him. Don't kill him. Don't kill him. Oh,
hits.
no.
Wound. Oh, I should command reroll, but I'm not going to be that person.
Do it. It's all...
You want me to do it?
It's...
Alright, okay, fine, I'll do it.
Boo. Do I get it back? No. Doesn't make a difference.
Right, guys, that is it. We'll add the points, and we'll come back to you in the wrap-up. Boop.
So that's it for another game this day. Right, final score, guys. Let's have a quick Lucas. No surprise, I scored 43. Because I scored like 12 in each turn, apart from that one turn where I scored 7 and nothing in my first turn. I had a very bad scoring game.
Yeah, you did.
Like, overall, I think I did a decent game. If it was 8th edition, I probably could have gone on to win that. But with it being 9th edition and getting them primaries, which you kept shooting me off of, and and then secondaries, grind them down, didn't score a thing. Deploy scramblers because of that mess up in the middle, didn't score a thing. I just hate those ones where you've got to take a unit and do something.
I just don't, that's why I don't bother.
Yeah.
I'd rather just know that I just have to shoot things and get points, or, get ejected, something like that, but it's so much information on top of all the information. It's just like, little things you have to remember, deployment zone and where you need to go. I mean, at least you didn't, I know you messed up with it a little bit, but it didn't make
it would have taken me from 43 to your 70. We did say 70 for you, didn't we? Yeah. So that would have only put me on 53, which would have put me, 17 behind. So yeah, you're right. In the end, it didn't make a difference. But It's one thing to watch out for the future.
I mean, I just was quite consistently like mid-table on my secondaries. Like I got 10 for bring it down, 8 for thin the ranks, and 7 for engage. So not particularly smashing the secondaries, but I accumulately smashed them. You know, like in the sense of little smashes, not big smashes.
Whereas I did nothing.
Yeah, I mean.
I might as well use a glass hammer.
I mean, if you looked at my secondaries, it was very much like I am in it to destroy things. It's all bring it down, thin the ranks, engage. It's all very aggressive for me. I mean, I know a lot of them are, but yeah, I just I don't know.
I'm looking forward to the Imperial Guard getting the Codex.
Yeah.
Like hopefully, in the new year we will see that soon. Hopefully, Games Workshop have released their roadmap for the next few months.
Lovely. Yeah, I don't know, it's just, you can really tell when you're using an 8th edition army, because like you said, you know, the D6 rather than the D3 or D3 rather than D6. It's just really, there's just so much. Before it was just like quite, because the secondaries and your objectives and then you've got this. I love it for depth, but because you're trying to remember everything, and especially with us, we're trying to bash out these battle reps.
Yeah,
like true. We were saying, I think off camera, you know.
Chippy. Right, carry on.
Dog scuttling around. But yeah, it's just, there's just so much to process. So, you know, it's still a learning curve.
We're going to pause and we'll be back in a minute. Now the dog has been placed back in her proper position, which is here on the couch, as you can usually see in the back of Battle Bots.
Little eyes beating out, like watching, as some of you have pointed out in previous ones.
That little Yoda.
Yeah.
Anyway, so going on, the Imperial Guard, can't wait for the new Codex. You were talking about secondaries, but you'd lost your point.
The dog threw me. I think it was all more about just, you know, there's so much going on. We are trying to do his best in regards to memorising the rules.
Yeah,
it is hard when at the moment we are really trying to up the pace with some of these, trying to drop them near enough, like at least weekly. For now, at least for Christmas and stuff. But it's just trying to remember everything. There's some armies obviously we are fundamentally better with because we use them more or we learn them more. You know, Necron have got they're a cool army, they're a fun army. There's a lot to know. Yeah. Like protocols, like I remember them, but there wasn't really like there. But then you've got reanimation protocols, and it just like whoa, so much going on. Which, you know, if it was your primary army, your only army you're painting or building and doing a tournament, it would. You know, like it clicks. Like when I've in the past that I've Chaos and the Death Guard, which obviously you'll see soon enough. I can do them rules back on my hand because I play them religiously. So yeah, we're getting there. Some slight mistakes, and definitely with 8th edition rules in 9th edition game, it's just a bit bad. But like you said, Guard should be an interesting one. Yeah, should be.
Hope so.
Well, I do. I have a weird soft spot for the squishy little men. I think because you see ourselves in them.
We're only human, just like them squishy little bastards. Anywho, before we wrap it up entirely, and as in the background as you can see, reinforcements are coming to the Tyranids. We're hoping to add maybe, I want to say a couple of Carnifexes to this as well, just to totally flesh out our lists. Because like we've said off camera as well, like some of the armies are starting to get a little stale, not too bad.
No,
but we're playing similar lists essentially, because, you know, we're playing 2,000 or 1,500 points a game with like 3,000 points worth of in our collection. And at the minute we are like investing in multiple armies as well, just so that we build up a variety of armies, and then we want a variety of units going forward. So at least it makes it interesting.
Yeah, I think first sort of like quarter of 2021, we as planned, like Jimmy just said, is to really boost reinforcements, build up what we've got good going on, NIDS, Necron, and then we've got a few armies in the pipeline, like we said, Death Guard in the previous ones and even now.
You've already watched Blood Angels.
But 9th edition Death Guard, more Blood Angels,
the Golden Boys, as I like to call them. They're going to be like our channel Primaris army.
Yeah, I think so.
I think we I can't remember now if we mentioned it in the Blood Angels battle report. Probably not. But going forward, they will be like our Primaris. So they can double up as Dark Angels, Black Templars, Imperial Fists, Salamanders, Ultramarines, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah, I think regards to my Iron Hands, I think they're going to just
pretty much stay Iron Hands.
I think
maybe Death Watch.
You Death Watch. Maybe Death Watch, but we've got a lot going on. Luckily, you've got a couple of weeks off over Christmas, so I've got the whip out. Nothing kinky, unfortunately, but just to basically get him to get some more reinforcements in some of these armies. I keep nagging him for Fly Tyrant. I will get it one day.
It's alright, we've got a Hive Tyrant and we've got another Hive Tyrant in here, so you will be seeing 2 flying Hive Tyrants.
You've heard it.
I've said it. I've got to commit to it now.
You do.
Just like the battle report at the beginning of December that I said.
Until you edit this out, it's like,
yeah.
Crop conversation. But
so looking into the new year, reinforcements, new codexes, new armies. Unfortunately, we don't have Dark Eldar. That would have been fantastic to put on the channel.
Yeah.
So that's a bit of a shame. But that's life.
Very true. No, good game.
Yeah. So just once again from us, thank you for the support. Please hit that subscribe button. Put 89 in the comments down below. There was also another one to do with Beyblades. That's it. Dragoon for life. Get that in there as well.
Cannot believe this is the last battle report we're going to do for 2020, and we're on about Beyblades.
Yeah, man. Why not?
Well,
why not?
But no. Have a great new year. Stay safe. Get drunk. Do all the fun things within a 2-meter distance and all that. We'll see what crazy things happen in 2021, I guess.
It's alright, probably Cthulhu will come down and blow up the planet anyway.
Well, we're getting NIDS, so I suppose that's quite closest thing to him, I guess. But no.
Right, guys, thanks for watching. Enjoy your new year. Please smash everything on down below in the thingy-majigs, and we'll see you in 2021. With potentially Dark Angels, depending on when they release their codex. That might be the first, it might not be the first. But we'll see you in 2021.
See you guys!
Oh, have a happy new year! Not gonna go like that.
That'll be fine.
I think you could probably scoot.
I can see us. I can see us. Yeah, we're pretty much there. Trees like a fifth. I'm there. You're there. And you got. Yeah, brilliant. Cool. We always do. First time we wore things as well. Different ones.
Different one. Right then.
This
so, Surround and Destroy. Merry Christmas. Father Christmas brought me some lovely tyranids. But they are not the apple of this fight. No, this fight. Let's just
Right, go ahead. Right, go.
Right. 3, 2, 1.